love to see you smile, Newark.
Tell us how it feels today.
It feels like coming home. We love Newark. We have shot so much of our series here. We shot most of episode 3 right here, and we're happy to be back. I feel like we're home.
Right. I almost didn't recognize it, and I think that's thanks to you.
Yeah, no, we spent so much time in this building, on this street, on this block. We love everything about it. We found our home in Newark.
Oh, lovely, lovely. We got the whole squad here. We got the whole squad here. So I'm gonna ask you your name and your role on Wu-Tang.
So this is Jaquan J. Kelly right here, aka Master Killer, aka Jamel Reef, aka the High Chief. Now I'm here with my boys, my brothers.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying the Jizzle, the Genius, the Money, aka you guys. You know what I'm saying? Golden Arms, you know what I'm saying? Yui Buster Yui.
Yui Buster Yui.
It's a dream come true. I mean, just being able to give honor to a legendary hip-hop group and be a part of this. Hip-hop is a big part of my life and a big part of my story. So to give honor to this group and what they mean to me and just such a legendary story, it's a dream come true.
And we're here with Nydia Figueroa, the makeup artist, the extraordinaire. Tell us about your role here today.
Yes, so I'm here to really get back to my roots. I'm born and raised in Newark. I grew up on Wu-Tang, super excited to be here. Excited to see actually the makeup work on this show. Men wear makeup too. Your favorite rappers wear makeup. I've done many makeup on rappers. I've done makeup on Fat Man Scoop, Jim Jones, on a few. So, check that out tonight and also kind of go back and reminisce and hear their story.
30 years ago, let's go back 33 years ago, 1989, RZA was trying to figure out a way to bring the imagery of his fantasy of a collective group to the forefront, and he actually accomplished that. And there's not a lot of people in the industry who will ever accomplish anything close. So seeing these young men come in the second generation 30 years later and flesh out some of the things that were in RZA's consciousness is a testament of a miraculous occurrence. To be in the third season of something that happened 30 years ago plus, it speaks to the struggle. I'm gonna say one more thing. I haven't seen the whole third season yet, but there were 2 floods that happened. So for RZA to have to go and reconstruct the 36 Chambers album, and I've been around the world with these cats, and I've seen entire audiences communicate. He made it happen. Shout out to all of these fellas, season 3. Sir.
Love to see you smile, Newark.
Our culture, our history, hip-hop has changed the way the world sees art, culture, fashion, how they see themselves, and how they see the future. And this hall and this building had the opportunity, with many other locations in this city, to tape sessions and series of Wu-Tang Clan. So a 360 perspective that this building produced it, and now we are going to see the first episode of season 3. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that culture will always happen here on Newark's first stage. Now, I gotta get some more love on that. Culture will always happen on this, Newark's first stage. And I must say, seeing all this beautiful people out here is encouraging. And these doors will always be open for opportunities like this. So, it's without further ado, I can introduce Desiree Hadley, the director of Newark's Office of Film and Television. Have a good time tonight.
Hey, how y'all feeling tonight? I'm Desiree Hadley. I manage the Newark Office of Film and TV, and I am so excited. I'm so excited that we were able to bring Wu-Tang, the cast, the production team here in our amazing city, the Brick City, where hip-hop thrives. And the focus of tonight's panel, before I announce them on stage, I wanted to just say we wanted to focus on Newark being the ideal location to film. Newark has not only diversity in our population, but also there's so much diversity in locations, in architecture, in our neighborhoods and beyond, right? So we want to highlight that, and that is why we are having this discussion before we watch this amazing show tonight. So without further ado, I will announce the moderator Coming to the stage first is Tobias Truvillion, actor extraordinaire. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Newark? What's going down? What's up, Desiree? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited.
Okay. Oh, it works. It works.
Next coming to the stage is Gail Baringer, the co-executive producer of this series, Wu-Tang and American Saga.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give
Clap
it
it up. They got my echo. I'm going to sing to y'all tonight. What's up, Gail? Come on down.
All right, next up we have Nick Francone. Nick was the set designer for this series, Wu-Tang and American Saga. His role is so important on any production set.
Hey, Nick.
Next, we're going to move on to the cast. We got Jaquan Kelly. He plays the role of Master Killer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Coming to the stage next is actor Jonell Young. He plays the role of Jizza.
Yeah, Jonell. What up, my brother? Okay. He must knows it's Fashion Week.
He came ready. Next to the stage is actor Damani DC's.
Yeah. My brother said, don't forget the D. Yes, sir. Pause. You God in the building.
And last but certainly not least, hold on. Yeah, last but certainly not least, Ricardo Salazar. Ricardo is the CEO and president of Newark Happening, and he will give us a view on the tourism and how tourism and film connects together and how that is important to the, building our tourism activity here in Newark. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
All right,
love it. Give a round of applause to Desiree. She helped put this together. The city of Newark. We got to thank Raz Baraka, the mayor. I want to thank you. If you came here for the first time, if you're from Newark, I'd like to say welcome back. If you've never been here or if you're coming back and you're returning, we'd like to say welcome home. You dig? First rule, it's not Newark, it's Newark. All right, y'all got that? Newark. Say it with me. Newark. Okay. Hey, Gail. What's up, Nick? So tonight we're going to have a conversation about Newark, the new film destination, right? Everybody's been seeing so many films shot downtown. We talking about the Wu. We talk about Batman. Oh, man, so many. Chicago 7 that you were a part of. So many films have found their way down here. Oh, and I want to, listen, this wouldn't be correct because we did have an extra seat. My dear brother, Gano, come on out. Gano is a poet, an actor, producer, a multi-dimensional healer. Oh my goodness. I mean, you're getting the synergy as we speak right now as it's happening. Newark, the new film destination. So with so many projects coming to this beautiful city, and the Wu being shot here, some of the film being shot here, the series being shot here in this beautiful city. Gail.
Yes.
We want to teach these young people out here, somebody out there, how can they become an executive producer? How do you become a producer in film and TV? Like, where do you start? Just give us a little insight.
Well, I went to college at Emerson College, and I thought I wanted to be Oprah Winfrey. I wanted to be on camera, and then I got shy. And I also learned what happened behind the camera, and I followed that path, and oddly enough, went into production accounting. I got on a movie called The Good Son. That's Flo Mitchell clapping out there.
Oh yeah, it's a good son.
And I worked my way up through the industry, and I always say, there's so many opportunities through the film offices and through internships. And you go onto this environment where there's so much creativity and craftsmanship happening at a rapid pace, And I always say the best thing you can do, get on that set and pay attention. Soak it up like a sponge and listen, because that's how you learn and that's how you see all the different pieces that come together to make what we watch.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's beautiful. That's why you see all those names at the end of the.
That's right.
At the end of the picture.
That's right.
Credits running.
It really does take a village
It does.
to make an hour of television. It usually takes 10 days, up to 12 hours a day of physical shooting.
Right.
And then there's preparation that takes place 8 or 9 days just for one episode of television.
Right. Quick, what was like that major little leap for yourself as a producer, or maybe that first jump or first time you were able to, become a producer in that space that kind of changed your game? What did you learn in that space? What was that moment for you?
For my job, it's learning how to think on your feet and react to situations quickly and calmly and economically.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's part of the job. And how do you handle, if a wheel falls off on the vehicle, you have to keep it moving. So how do you work on that? And there have been a lot of people who taught me along the way. Again, I learned from so many people in every department, and you retain that knowledge and you kind of form your own way and do the best you can.
You hear that? Problem solving. Problem solving. You might be a great problem solver. You might be able to work with people, understand people's emotions and how to, get the best out of them. You could be a producer. Maybe not. Yes, Nick, art director. Ooh, so many names, so many things happen, so many titles in this game. You want to be in show business, and just for the audience, so you know, we will allow some time so that you get a chance to ask some questions. Just hold them to the end, and we'll give you the mic, and you'll be able to speak and ask questions for these actors and producers and art directors. Nick, hello, Nick. Tell us a little bit what art direction is, and I guess just how did it start for you? How did it, how did you break in? How did you get the title of art director?
Yeah, I mean, I have a theater background, so I, did plays in college, and then I went to graduate school to get a degree in design, and then I, did off, and then off, and then off Broadway, and worked my way through that world before I found my way into film and TV. So it was like a lane change for me when I did all my homework in one venues like this, and then started doing film and TV. And it's all down to storytelling. That's what it's about. I feel like I could be interested in any job on a film set as long as I'm part of telling the story. So that's where it comes from for me.
I like that.
So what I get to do is figure out how, where we can tell the story. Really is kind of my gig. So something like Wu-Tang, it was all about trying to find the places, that's why we're here tonight, find the places that the story looks best, find the places that the story feels right. And so there's a kind of emotional sensitivity to it, there's a kind of practicality to it, there's a kind of architectural knowledge to it, and a kind of, like you said, people-personness to it, where you can get a group of people to do what you need them to do to get it done on the time and under the budget, and be ready for the cameras to roll. So it's kind of, if you're the kind of person who likes walking through museums, likes talking to people, likes reading books, you might be a production designer in your art.
Okay, I like that. Now, I mean, we're talking about the Wu-Tang, hip-hop, the 90s, early 90s.
Yeah.
What about Newark, New Jersey? Or, what are you searching for when you're trying to bring early 90s era alive?
I just have to mention that we shot 6 or 7 days of episode 303 of this season in this building.
Yep.
Yes. And
upstairs,
it was Nick.
downstairs,
It was
lobby.
Nick who came into my office and said, "We're going to come and we're going to shoot here." And I'm like, really?
The whole
and
thing.
He brought me here, and I'm like, no way. And he walked me through this place, and it was his vision and his ideas, and our location manager pitching this place. We came here, and the third episode, we take our 1990s Wu-Tang Clan and shoot them back into the 70s. You have to watch it.
Amazing.
I mean,
amazing.
I gotta say, Wu-Tang season 3 is more than a story about 9 people in America in 1995. It's a fairy tale about creativity, about art, about history, about Black history, about how pop culture meets creativity in any kind of space. And then it goes, RZA and Alex took us past that, and so on the one hand, Newark's great because it's got such a rich variety of texture that it can be 1995 record studio on the 4th floor of one building.
That's right.
And then down on the street, it's a place where you can do a drug deal, and then around the corner there's a gorgeous brownstone where you can
Be in the West Village.
Yeah, you can be in the West Village.
Yeah.
And then you're next to a building that looks like Manhattan for a car pickup. I mean, and I'm
Absolutely.
describing one day of shooting that we actually did
Absolutely.
here in Newark.
Yes.
So, and then you can come to a place like Newark Symphony Hall and do a whole fairy tale, blaxploitation exploration of what it means to be a performer, and that's what we did here. So it's got it all. It's got it all.
I love it. I love it. It does. I mean, I've always said if it wasn't for the cars in the street, some of these blocks, you wouldn't know what decade it is. But, man, oh man, can we give a round of applause to these young guys right here? Because, man, Jaquan, Jonell, Damani. Wow. Okay, so there's so many questions I want to ask you guys. I mean, from the experience of being around, the hip hop culture in that sense, living the 90s, the clothing, your process. How did you get this gig? There's so many questions I want to ask you because there's so much to unravel and unwrap when you think about the Wu-Tang and the history and the story and just the characters. This is so much. So as you see, executive producer, art director, it takes all of us. Now we're gonna come down to Jaquan, Jonell, and Damani. Tell me, this is all for the three of you. How did you get the gig, and how were you able, what's your process to embody a real living person? Like, I'm an actor, but to embody a real person is serious, gentle, dedicated, you have to be delicate with it. You have to give it justice. So how did you guys embody, and I guess how did you start, and how did you get the gig, and how did you embody this character, you guys? It's your night. It's season 3, Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, for me, it was a lot of YouTube, studying the mannerisms, the voice, which is very important for me. You might know, we got a book, My Journey into the Wu-Tang. Reading that book multiple times and speaking to him on the phone. It wasn't too much. I don't want to say it wasn't too much of a process for me because it's these iconic shoes we have to fill. But talking to him, me and you, we from the same hood, Brooklyn, Brownsville. Shout out Brooklyn. All my
Okay, Brooklyn.
But talking to him and studying, I realized how much I am like him. So it made me more comfortable to, like I said, feel these iconic shoes and be able to portray him. And I think he's in here right now, but I got this start, and I think they was already looking at me to portray you, God. Shout out to stunt coordinator Kevin Rogers. I think he's in here. Can y'all give him a round of applause? Because if it wasn't for him, I might not even be in this position right here. So shout out to him. He got me my first ever gig, which some people don't know was on Wu-Tang in the first season. I ain't gonna say what it was. I gotta figure that out. But
a little trivia.
But yeah, ever since and my pops, he brought to my attention the first season they didn't have Huey, so he brought to my attention, yo, you look just like him. You need to, get on that. You never know. And it's around the same time I had dropped out of college to pursue this acting dream. And I might be bragging a little bit, but the same month I dropped out of college is when I booked that co-star role from Kev. So
okay,
yeah,
took a leap,
man. God is good.
Okay,
but
what about the lyrics? What about the rap? Can you rap?
Hell no.
Okay, so how did the beautiful thing that I love about the Wu-Tang in this series is that even though they were portraying people that we know and love, they brought their own flavor to it. They was space for you guys to kind of bring your own energy and personality into it. So how did
I think that's like the beauty of acting, man. You just the ability to like create and just make it like your own. You know, well, for me specifically, I don't want to be exactly like Yui. You know, I want to half of it him, half of it me. Really, just capturing that essence of him. You know, and I feel like that's the best way to do it. And yeah, man, if the people like it,
what was one of the main things you God said to you? What was it? Just give us a gem. What you God said. Don't fuck up.
A gem. I think he was really, you know, speaking to him, and I feel like these some Staten Island dudes. If he don't like the shit, he gonna tell you, you know.
Okay.
But he told me I did a great job, man, and he wouldn't have picked anybody else, and I played him very well. So hearing that from him, whatever the critics say, it don't matter.
Yes, you have.
Killed it.
Yes, you have, D. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You got the Monty DC's, John L, Jaquan. Who else wants to go? Who wants to fill in and give us a?
I'm gonna answer your first question. How we got the role. Mine was a little different. I got it through social media. I seen a script online and I was like, oh, stop! They doing a Wu-Tang American Saga. This is where I'm from. I'm from Staten Island, New York. Is Staten Island in here? I gotta get louder than that. Y'all know we forgot about
Strong Island, where y'all at?
Anyway, look. So I seen the
Staten Island.
I seen the script online, and I'm like, okay, this is Staten. Yeah. So I was like, yo, this is Staten Island. I gotta be a part of this. So I went online. I seen which character or which rapper, that I look like, and I was like, maybe I could do this guy. So what I did was, I made a music video, an actual music video of his music video, and mixed it with his interview. And mixed it together and put it online, tagged all my Staten Island people for them to tag RZA, all the players, and RZA called me and was like, yo, what's up?
Wow.
Yeah.
Determination.
But I'm not gonna lie, my mom and dad locked me in the kitchen with lyrics. My cousin's been playing the music since I was like 5, so I felt like I was preparing for this all through my life, and I had to just keep listening to, you hear GZA? Y'all listen to GZA? You gotta be able
so
to,
much
I don't rap, I don't
Liquid
know
Swords.
But yeah, it's an amazing journey. It's been fun playing him, and it's an honor playing a hip hop icon, the spiritual gangster, the genius. So yeah, hope they love it.
Yes, John L. Thank you. Jaquan, what's up? Kelly.
Yo,
Master Killer.
My journey was very interesting because actually my cousin, Maurice, aka Mo Rock, he goes way back with Wu-Tang, right? And he's a graphic designer, just all around, just like great artist, recording artist. And he actually did the artwork for the 07 Wu-Tang album. I forgot what the album was called, but he did the 2007 album. 8 Diagrams is what it was called. Okay. And he also linked up with Master Killer, and they formed a great relationship. So he was on one of his songs on his last album in 2017. And so I actually met Master Killer through my cousin, Mo Rock. And so when we got up, he knew I was playing Master Killer. I slid in season 1 with this guy over here, and tail end of season 1 and season 2. And after season 1, I got up with my cousin. I said, yo, I didn't even know that he knew Master Killer. He didn't even tell me. I found out on Instagram, actually. I was just looking up Master Killer, and I saw him in a video with Master Killer just rapping, and I was like, yo, what's up? So then, I was like, see, he was like, all right, I could put in a word for you. I can, connect you to. I could set that up. So he set it up, and I got to spend almost half a day in the studio with Master Killer, and he's working on his next album. I was there, just a fly on the wall, just watching every movement. had my phone out recording him and voice recording him so I could play it back later, and just a lot of gems. He's a real, just very wise, I would say, and very laid back person. And I got a lot from that interaction, from that one interaction. And, I still have his number, and when I was on set, I would be calling him. But, he actually called me himself and gave me his blessing, to play him. So that was respect, that was love. And, you know, I just felt good to be able to, you know, like the rest of these guys, I'm sure echo this sentiment, is just really be able to bring to life a legend. Of course, we're not gonna be the exact spitting image of them, but we're gonna give their essence and bring them to life on screen. So that was just such a blessing, and to be able to just have his number and call him and listen to his music. And I learned a lot, mostly through his music. Like I said, he's a laid-back dude, so I wasn't getting a lot out of him in a conversation, but the music spoke, and the music said everything I needed to know, so.
Wow. What a gem. That's a gem. And I definitely going to have some more questions for you as we go down the line. Ricardo.
Hello.
Good day. Good day. Hey, Gail. Can we get some water out here?
Yes.
Wu-Tang, how much did it, 53 million? How much did it cost us?
A little more than that.
A little more than 53 million to make. That's a lot of money into the state.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is. As a matter of fact, you know, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but since you were mentioning 53 million, the state of New Jersey, in production costs for the state of New Jersey, was spent, the film industry spent 650 million in the state of New Jersey,
650 million
which
in New
broke
Jersey.
the record from the previous year, which was 2021, which is $500 million. So that's an insane amount for a young state when it comes to filmmaking. So we're really, really happy where the direction is to filmmaking is concerned in the state of New Jersey. And we know that out of those 650 million, big part of that money came into the city of Newark. So we're really, really, really happy about it.
Yes, yes, yes. What does that do for the tourism?
So obviously, tourism and the film industry, there's an intersection between the two of them where each one helps the other. Fills our hotels, brings business to our local restaurants, food vendors, retailers. It goes on and includes employment, right? So if a city like Newark becomes a filming destination, more businesses that cater to the film industry will find a home nearby. So case in point, and we just met recently with a company named Edge Auto. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but they've been in the industry for a long time. They now acquire 4 acres in the city of Newark to store their vehicles. And these vehicles are all for the filming industry.
Okay. That's great.
And you know, we eat a lot. We eat a lot of food on our sets.
Yeah.
And we eat a lot of food from Newark.
Yes.
And we love it. It's great. So, and everybody, the people are so welcoming and warm, and the food is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've always noticed that a lot of productions, there's always been an agreement with the city to make sure that, you know, the vendors, the background, the PAs, you know, are people from the city, people that are, you know, entrepreneurs and young artists coming up in the game. You know, you've seen me teaching classes and doing different things here, and that's just a testament to the mayor and a lot of people in positions trying to make sure that you guys are exposed and be able to see things and see it live in real time, like as it's happening right now. So that's dope. Zoo, yeah. Can we get a zoo? Can you guys are the Woos. Give me the zoo. Zoo.
It's Zoo. It's Zoo.
Okay,
Zoo.
yo,
Zoo,
listen,
baby.
man. We are here for season 3 of the Wu-Tang. 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 Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want us to bore us to death because this is about these young cats, about the producers and all the hard work that they put together. I have my brother Gano on the end here. Gano.
Yeah.
Wow, man, we go back so far, man. 20 plus years in the industry, longer than that.
Y'all gotta give, I'm sorry to cut you off, but they gotta give a round of applause. This is a legend right here, man.
Yes,
legend.
yes.
Gano, man.
Staten Island legend right here.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Can you just tell me real quick, what was your involvement with the process of the series? And then what has season 3 mean to you? Like seeing season 3 come to life, what does it mean being a pioneer of hip hop, being a pioneer of the culture, still representing the culture from the beginning, like early end of disco, top of hip hop years. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing watching
the completion of a third season of something that started 35, 40 years ago, you know. And the genius about RZA is that this is a very interesting dynamic that you have with, you know, You God, Jizza, and Master Killer, because all three of them played a very pivotal part and still do of the conglomerate of Wu-Tang. There's nobody in the clan that didn't play a major role in bringing something of major value. And I've had the good fortune of being able to, I'm actually an executive producer myself, so I went from being...
Okay, excuse me, I didn't know that. Executive producer.
You didn't know, right.
Gano.
Indeed. So, you know, I used to be an actor. You might have seen me in a lot of videos in the 90s and all of that stuff. And it's funny because Raekwon and I used to argue because when I did this show called Oz, Raekwon didn't like the fact that, you know, yo, man, you can't be letting those people play you, man. You Wu-Tang, man, da-da-da-da, you know, all of this stuff. But I'm like, Raekwon, I'm an actor. An actor has to do certain things. So watching the genius of RZA's, his knowledge, his love for hip hop, his talent, and the way that he was able to synergize it and then take 9 different guys with 9 completely different personalities and put them together. You know, everybody in the clan, they really bled for this group. And I've had the good fortune of being able to travel with them all around the world and watching an entire audience. And sometimes the audiences are 90% Caucasian and they know every single word to 36 Chambers. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that RZA had to reconstruct 36 Chambers, the original album, a couple of times, along with everybody in the clan. So what it means to me to see this again, these young men have done a great job, and it's very pleasurable for me to see, you know, the executive producers and everyone that has contributed. It takes so much cooperation, talent, and synergy to make one episode. There's like a lot of people that are working to a specific end. So it's kind of like a miracle that you're watching when you see one show, 2, 3, 4, then you get a season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. That is a rare achievement. So for this to have happened, and it all started. By the way, RZA came to me in 1991, and he asked me, yo, Gano, I need you to do a logo for Wu-Tang Clan. Oh, and I said, you know, I said, okay, you know, and I sat down and did a couple of things, and I brought it to him, and he said, yo, God, you could do better than this, Gano. And I was like, I was busy at the time, so he passed the rock to mathematics. And mathematics gave his all, and he produced the iconic, you know, Wu logo, you know what I mean? Yeah, give it up for mathematics. Right? So the one regret I have is that I didn't give my all to that. And what it taught me is that whatever you're doing, and I say this to all of you, you have to love what you do from the heart chakra. And if you don't love what you do from the heart chakra, it's not going to punctuate, it's not going to last, it's not going to resonate with other people. And the reason why Wu-Tang Clan is so successful and everybody here on this panel is so successful is because they love what they do and they create.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
They create from the sacred space of the heart chakra. And that's my little 2 cents.
Okay, watch out now. Did that go over your head? I hope not. All right, y'all caught it. They caught it. They picked up what you was putting down.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Gail, going back, and then we're gonna get into this series in a little bit, but I definitely want people to make sure that they get a chance to ask some questions and really get an insight on what this show business game is all about. What was the real uniqueness from season 1 to season 3? Any big differences or quick story you could tell us?
Oh yeah, I mean, we went into this fantasy world in season 3. We sat in the mind of the RZA and Alex A. And how lucky are we that we got to create these worlds that it's like, what do you mean we're gonna do 1970s blaxploitation throwback?
Oh, that's what's gonna happen? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And what do you mean we're gonna do this whole journey with Jizza?
Really? Is that what's gonna happen?
I mean, I don't want to give everything away, you have to watch, but we did some really far out stuff, creatively and visually. And then the cast came, and Melissa's here with her costume. She did this wonderful costume designs. I mean,
Shout out to
bringing
Melissa.
everything to life, and the camera team, and Daniel and sound. It was just, everyone has their special talents, and we get to kind of dial it up to 12. And Alex and Riza let us do that. And so this season is very special because it's the end of the story for
Don't say
us,
that.
but I know.
Wu-Tang is forever.
Wu-Tang is
But
forever.
we took Wu-Tang is forever, and I think we really brought it to life and took it to 12 and made it special.
Oh man, I can't
exciting.
wait to watch. I can't wait to watch. Can't you
Spin-off
wait?
coming
You
soon.
can't wait. I know. Just hold on tight. We're gonna get there.
I'm gonna
Nick,
have a spin-off.
when you're thinking about the 90s era, hip hop, when you're going into a set and it's missing something or you're pulling out, what are your favorite pieces to grab for a, ODB scene or a studio scene or, a phone booth or, we're going back into these 2X, 3Xs. What are your favorite pieces as a set designer to go in there, art direction, to just make it happen? To bring in the 90s era hip hop.
I mean, what's really fun, so let me just back up and answer Gail's question first because it relates. So, I didn't do season 1 and 2, but I got the call about season 3, and my first question was like, do you have the right guy? You know what I mean? Like, I love this, I love Wu-Tang, I love this, but am I the person? And then we started talking about what they wanted to do with season 3, and I was like, I am 100% the right person, please hire me. You know what I mean? And it's because it's all, I grew up with RZA in a different state, in a different time, in a different place, but with all the same stuff.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And we loved it with the same passion. So when I was kitting out their mansion, and it was like, the real Wu mansion down has video games from 2005, and I was like, no, 95, it'd be Street Fighter 2, they might have Centipede, the screensaver on the Pro Tools computer's definitely Pong, I know what movie posters to pick, and so I'm so passionate about the same stuff that he and Alex are passionate about, that the fact that we grew from different roots doesn't mean we're not the same plants in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So,
Love it.
So that, and so what I reached for was all the stuff I loved, because that was me in 1995 in a different place, in a different environment.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Creativity and imagination. Whew. Damn. Love it. All right, fellas. Real quick. I'm going to run it down the line on you three. One word to describe your experience from the beginning to right now. Not the end of season 3, the finale, everyone watching the end, but right now to the beginning of season 3. One word.
I've just been saying a dream. I've been saying that. It's just been a dream come true,
Manifestation.
Manifestation.
A blessing, man.
A blessing. Dream, manifestation, a blessing. That's wonderful. Okay, so from season 1 to season 3, man. I mean, you're around these cats. You're around the music. You're around the synergy. You're around the influence, the philosophy of it all. How, as a artist and a man, have you grown? What has changed that you could give this audience and young people and older people and some people that want to stop the idea of what has changed from when you came in I'm on the Wu,
Right.
but now I'm on the Wu.
My perception of success has changed. I'm an only child, so I always thought I had to do everything individually. You see what I'm saying? But coming along with my brothers, knowing that we could do this together, that's what the Wu taught us. That's what they're teaching
together,
us. That's what
unity.
they're trying to preach. So I feel like if whoever's in the crowd, they could do the same thing. They come together for the common cause. They was from all different neighborhoods, beefing and stuff like that, but they put their egos to the side and they got the job done. So that's what I've learned, and that's what has helped me. I'm looking to reach out and network with people across my board.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. I love that. Damani?
In that same spirit of networking, for me it was about learning about true collaboration, like the meaning of collaboration. When we sat with RZA, you know, at dinner, I would ask him. I remember asking him, because this was the one question I had in my mind was, how did you get 9 brothers together to still be on tour to this day, right? Still have businesses going and thriving and flourishing. Like, how did you do that? I can't even get my best friend to do a script with me, you know what I mean? Or to, you know, do a song with me. I can't. Like, how did you have the focus, or how did everybody have the focus? Because it's hard to convince people, especially even in your circle in the creative space, to have the same determination, the passion, and the you know, creative fire as you. But he somehow convinced everybody to get on the same page and take this thing all the way to the sky and beyond. So for me, it was like, how did he do that? And he told me, I mean, it was really the foundation of what they believed in. You know, the nation, the 5% nation, and believing in you know, those mathematics, and how that was just really the foundation, those foundational principles of like what they believed in. And
what was it? What was the believe?
So I mean, you know, the mathematics. I can't quote them.
No, just give me one
top,
sample.
You know,
what is the glue?
What's today's mathematics? I was trying to take you all the way back. But for me, it was the first 3. You know, like knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and knowing. Like when you really study that, like I really studied it in preparation for this role, and just knowing what all of that really means and how to live it out. That's something that Master Killer told me about too. It was like, he wanted to be down with the nation. He saw his brother, you know, a la Just, you know what I'm saying, like Jizza doing this, and he wanted to get involved, but he knew he wasn't, his mother wasn't having that coming back home. And so when he finally decided to take that step, he said, you know, I know I have to go full out. And so he made a commitment, you know, a life commitment, and that kind of just trickles down to every other decision in his life about, you know, how he conducts himself with his brothers, how he conducts his business, how all of them do that together and collaborate. So it's 2 things, right? For me, it's about standing on your values, standing on your foundational principles. You know, for me, it's Christ, right? And my belief in the word, right? So it's like living that out, living my life through a lens of that's Christ-centered, right? But then also, like, the power of, Issa Rae says this a lot, about networking across, right? And how she started a YouTube series with just her friends, you know what I mean? People who were just willing to get down in the mud with her and create. And they created what was once known as Awkward Black Girl, which is now Insecure. And, you know, they took it to the tippity top, and they did it. And I just feel like that is just such an inspiration for me to know that, you know, there's people right around me that I can network with, similar to Wu-Tang. You know, they got with the brothers that were right there in their neighborhood, brothers that they were beefing with, brothers that, you know, they went to school with.
The good ones, though. The good ones.
Yeah,
it was talented.
Yeah, well, that's a fact too. That's a fact. But you know, everybody had a special gift, and it really just worked out, and it was magic when they all got together. So, yeah, it's definitely an inspiration in that regard.
Love it, love it. How about yourself, Damani?
Man, I've grown a lot, man, doing these 3 seasons, especially being around RZA. He's always given us a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and I feel like me saying it's a blessing is like an understatement, because now I have the ability to pass down this knowledge and wisdom to a younger cousin or family member or whoever else out there that wants to follow this dream, you know, and I feel like that's what it's all about too. Especially being in, specifically, you know, for the young black kings and queens out there, you know, they might not have, or any kid in general, but like, you might not have everything that you want. Like, some kids out there might want to start a YouTube channel, they can't afford a camera, but I mean, if you have a cell phone, you could start with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need everything. And just, it's inspiring, man. I just want to be the best version of myself so that way I can pass it down to the next person, you know?
Oh, yeah. Woo! I love it. Thank you, Damani. Hey, so we are here to watch this show. We want to see season 3. We're about to get into, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Ricardo, we're going to have more tourism, right? We're going to have everybody spending money in this beautiful city. Gano's going to continue to heal the people, right? Continue to be an influence in the Shaolin culture. And I'm going to continue to do what I do as being in the greatest city of Newark, New Jersey, hanging out with you beautiful Newarkers and beautiful people. But we're going to give these young people, the producers and the art director and the resource people, give them a round of applause because we about to get into the Wu-Tang Season 3. Oh, I can't wait. Man, I grew up on this stuff. Protect your neck. They said something. Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. You got to ask some questions out there, right?
Can I get a suit?
Yeah, I did promise you guys that we were going to ask some questions. And before even that, make sure you get that Uncle Nearest talking points. We were drinking, what we were drinking back there? Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey. Make sure you go out there and get your Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey in the back. Uncle Nearest Old Fashioned Cocktail tonight at the bar. Make sure you get that. All right. Any questions out there? I can't really see, but I'm sure they're going to get the mic to you. Okay. House lights are up. Oh, look how beautiful your people are. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. We got a question. Somebody's going to come around with the mic. Okay, we got a first question right up front, young lady.
Hello, I'm Hala. I'm from Staten Island too, West Good.
Yeah, where you at?
My question is, as a fan, I was looking forward to 5 seasons. Why did it stop at 3?
Because Jizz about to have a spinoff. Don't tell nobody.
I heard you.
Yeah, that is the number one question. You nailed it, Gail.
Gail?
Gail.
Alex and Riz were like, we want to end. We've told the story, and it's time to be done. And I think I really think in 30 episodes we told a beautiful story.
Yeah, I hear you. They did that with The Best Man. It's kind of like, let's go out with a bang. All right, next question. Anybody? Who's out there?
Next question. The question is, you guys look very nice, but it'd be nice to know which role you're playing.
My fault. You're right.
Like, who's who in the movie?
Jaquan Kelly. This is Master Killer.
My name is John L. Young. I play the Jizza.
Hello.
Bias.
I'm Damani DC's. I play Yui.
You God.
You God for those who don't know.
So Master Killer,
He plays Master
You saw me
Killer.
a little bit in 2 seasons, but you'll see me a lot in season 3.
She probably wasn't here.
There you go. There they go, right there. All right, next question. Who's up there?
Hello. Freddie from Kearney.
Hey.
Right next door to Newark.
Good day.
Hudson County in the house all day. 201. That's where you're at. Since that's where we're at, you guys speak of being in this community and filming here and seeing these resources that this community has to offer. But what about the other way around? There's real poverty right outside these doors, these actual doors, right outside. Somebody just asked me for a cigarette and I didn't have one for him. But I'm pretty sure you guys have considered this, and that's part of the argument. But one thing that I did not hear here is Wu-Tang is for the children. Is it not?
Wu-Tang is
So
for everybody.
what about the children?
Wu-Tang is the country, the culture.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Absolutely.
All right.
What's your question?
Peace, God. Peace to the God.
Yes, I do. It wasn't just an abject statement. The question comes from where are the resources to help the actual poverty and community happening in Newark, as opposed to the actors and the producers and the people who film
I feel like
That's cool. That's cool.
That's a good
I think
question.
that's a
That's
good.
a good
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on now. Hold on now.
I feel
All
like
right. That was real cool. Yeah, I think we did talk about that. As a producer, I guess you could give some insight on how we give back to the community.
Yeah, no, we do. We come to the community and we give to the neighborhood associations. We are helping the people in the community when we come to a location, we will leave things behind and say, hey, does anyone here need this? We want to give back. And we work with the community in terms of donations, in terms of food, and we give monetary donations to community organizations within each city we shoot in. It's very important to us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We are
the
guests.
background.
We are guests in your house, and we are very respectful when we're here to make sure that we have a positive presence in the community. It's very important to me and what we do.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I notice about productions too, they come in, they do all the work, and they put things back. They try to the best they can put it back the way they found it. Anybody else who's out there?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Nicole Thompson. I'm a director from Newark, and I'm interested in knowing for the cast, you work with several different directors throughout the season. What's your favorite directing style with working with different directors?
My favorite director by far, y'all probably gonna say the same thing.
Be careful.
Mario Van
MVP.
Peebles.
But Mario Van Peebles
Shout out to Mario Van Peebles.
Can I say, but go ahead and say it, John.
He is an actor. We got actors in here? Any other actors in here? If y'all get a chance to work with Mario Van Peebles, y'all gonna have a great time. He is an actor's director. He helps you on set. He gives you a little sauce here and there. That's New Jack City.
Absolutely. I could attest to that. Mario spent some time on Empire, and, having him, his clarity, and then being a actor's director, it helps, having a room to express and be in your own space, but you need to have some sort of trust with the director, with the outside looking in, so directors that kind of know what they want, I know I enjoy that, and also people that leave me alone, I enjoy that too.
I think it's a balance. MVP was definitely special stylistically. The way that he came in and had these different ideas. I think Nefertiti, she directed 302 and 305.
Hey, Nefertiti.
Yeah, so she directed 302, 305, and the way that she handled the text and the actors was just phenomenal in my eyes in terms of just the delicacy in which she handled everything and how we were able to just be really free and have just a ease about our creative process. That meant the most to me as an actor, as an artist, just having the room to just throw paint on a canvas and kind of take my time with it.
I love that. You, Damani, what was your favorite director and why, or style?
I can't really say specifically one favorite director. I like them all because everybody has their own creative process, and I can learn from that and become a better actor myself. So I can't really give one favorite director.
Oh, RZA too, though.
Yes, little secret we're going to say. The RZA directed 2 episodes this season. For us.
Okay.
RZA and Mario Van Peebles.
That's cool. For you directors out there, straight from the actors. Any more questions? How we doing this?
Hey, how you guys doing? You touched on it a bit. You said there are a lot of many facets in terms of production, departments, grip, electric, set dressing, props. I know New York has, made in NYC film production. In terms of New Jersey, like what resources are available, like even for the producers, if you want to be a director's assistant or a producer's assistant, if you, want to go into more of the creative spaces. Could you guys touch on that a bit more?
Sure, that's a great question. We work with the Film Commission. They have a program where if you reach out to the Film Commission, they have a program for people who want to get into the industry, and it starts off in the production assistant level. And a lot of the studios support training for production assistants, and it's a great entry-level way to, come in, be on set, be in the office, and see how this whole thing works. So they offer this training, and the studios will support it financially. And once you go through it, there's a list. And sometimes we'll call up and we'll say, hey, you know what? Do you have anybody you can send us over who can help us out? We have a big day. We need some extra help. And we love to do that. We love to hire people who are in New Jersey, who know the area, and who could be an asset to us, and to come on set and see how it works.
Get on a set. Be helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll keep being on a set.
I don't know if y'all said it, but can y'all tell the people where they can find these programs and stuff to be able to do that? Just to, you know what I'm saying?
It's if you look at it's on the web. If you looked at it's the New Jersey State and Film Production Office. New Jersey Film Commission. Thank you. Thank you. New Jersey Film Commission.
Hey, and word of mouth, showing up.
And there's also some really great film festivals in town. There's the Garden State Film Festival. There's the Montclair State Film Festival. You know, you go to these, you show up, and you check it out.
The Newark Film Festival. The Newark International Film Festival. The Newark Film Festival.
It's right here.
Okay, y'all. Hey, so we actually have to wrap it up. We want to get into season 3. Give yourself a round of applause. Give our panelists up here a round of applause.
Thank y'all.
We're about to get into season 3 of the Wu-Tang Saga, American Saga.